All right, Lee back here with Todd, and we're going to dive right in.
We're switching it up to start the week.
Yeah, I know. Okay. So I said to Aaron right before we came back, what should I start with? Because I feel like I'm catching up on everything. He said, why don't you just talk about you and your trip? I had amazing weather. I was in Michigan for like a week, and it was beautiful. It felt like I was getting summer back, but then I would check the forecast here, and you guys had a great week. I'm like, of course.
We all had a great week.
Yeah, I missed it. But anyways, more good days on deck.
Eventually,
yes.
We just kind of got to get through the next couple here. We have some storms coming back, so.
After that.
Is it you? Are you the problem?
No,
Did you bring the storms
not.
with you?
I hope not.
Yeah, we have some storms coming through here. Not yet today, though, but we already have some clouds back in the forecast, so not going to be quite as nice as it had been this weekend. A lot of this day, I'd say about half, seeing cloudy start to your day. The rest of us, not so much, but there might be some haze in the sky, so maybe a little bit smoky out there to start your morning as well. Temperatures in the 50s or 60s right now. Portland 61 degrees, Bangor is 56. The rest of us are right around those temperatures, right in the mid to upper 50s for the most part. So not too shabby in that regard. The thing that's going to start to change here as you go through your day is the dry air. Still pretty comfortable out there in as far as your humidity is concerned, but we're actually going to see this moisture from the south making its way into our area here shortly, which is just going to make everything a whole lot stickier and a lot less comfortable out there. This high pressure that's been kind of protecting us and giving us the nice weather here is moving out of the way. It's allowing this low pressure system to move in, bringing some showers, bringing some storms to the forecast for your day tomorrow. Midweek, actually really not too bad, but by the time we get to your weekend coming up, another low moves in. I simplify this a lot more. It's just kind of a mess, but there's still just some shower chances. But the worst is coming as we go into your day tomorrow. Heading into the second half of your day here, showers, scattered showers start to push in, mainly in southern Maine and western Maine, but you might see a few trickling along the rest of the forecast. The bulk of this, though, is coming tomorrow morning, so we're not waiting until the afternoon for thunderstorms. We're going to see those starting when you're moving out of your house, getting out to work. You'll probably see these in the forecast, so be aware of that as you go through your day tomorrow. Storms in the morning, continuing into the afternoon, so we can generally expect that as the forecast, and then by the time we get to Wednesday morning, very early on, we see this all breaking up and moving out of the way, and by the time we're actually getting out of the house, we'll probably actually see everything shaping up to be a lot better. Clouds will clear through the day and give us a pretty decent Wednesday. It's just not necessarily going to start off that way. Now for these storms tomorrow, we are at a 1 out of 5 risk for severe weather just for southern Maine, really only for York County. So many people not seeing that, but there is that risk out there. One of the main ones being gusty winds. You're going to see wind gusts that are really going to be quite breezy at times, so pay attention to that. Otherwise, you'll see some locally in storms that are even higher than the numbers you see on your screen. Another thing we're going to watch out for, which is thinking of what most people will be affected by, is going to be the rainfall. We're getting quite a bit here as you go through your day, which is why there's an excessive rainfall outlook and a slight risk here as you go through your Tuesday. You could probably see some flooding potential here as you go through because the ground's already decently saturated, and then we're throwing more rain on top of that. A lot of people getting about 1.5 inches to 2.5 inches, I'd say, but you could have locally higher amounts in those thunderstorms. End of the week, I said we have some more rain coming. It's really not looking too bad. There's just some chances throughout the day on Friday, second half of your day, Saturday, the potential, but not going to be like what we're seeing coming up right now. More just some of those on and off showers kind of getting back into your forecast. Next few days are going to be a little bit cooler, sitting down in the 70s. Tomorrow going to be the coolest of them all, 72 degrees, but it's going to be rainy. You're not going to be getting outside much anyway, so it won't really affect you in the biggest regard. Otherwise, getting back into the 80s here as you get into the end of the work week and the beginning of the weekend, just kind of leveling off quite a bit more. Seas for your day today at 2 to 3 feet. Winds out of the northeast transitioning to the southeast at 5 knots, and there's a small craft advisory in place for your day today as well. Otherwise, as we move throughout the next several days, like I said, some of those showers starting today, some of them Wednesday morning, but the bulk of them will all be contained into your day tomorrow with storms in there as well. A little bit of sun midweek before we get a couple more clouds as we head into your weekend, but it's not looking terrible this weekend. It's just not necessarily looking quite as perfect as the last couple of days have been, but the big day is really going to be tomorrow with those storms.
We just have to get through tomorrow and then decent.
Yeah, decent.
Decent
Not
weather.
100% perfect.
Yeah.
But decent.
I'll take it. Thanks, Aaron.